Welcome to week 3. This week's topic is writing the literature review. And the outcomes for this week include define and utilize research terms appropriately, compare and contrast the characteristics of quantitative and qualitative research methods, and describe ways that each can be used for action research to impact school change for school improvement. Explain ways that professional reflection can be used throughout the action research process. Read, analyze, interpret, and evaluate educational research studies and journal articles for their relevancy to a teaching, learning, and/or educational administration problem of practice. Identify and articulate research problems that can be studied by a graduate student, and articulate primary and secondary research questions. Plan and design the process of implementing an action research study, and finally plan and write a research proposal, chapters 1 through 3, in accordance with the required CUI structure for an action research paper, consistent with the format of the American Psychological Association. So for this week, you will need to refer back to the following items for this week, which are chapters 3 and 4 from Hendricks. Chapter 3, Connecting Theory and Action, Reviewing the Literature, and Chapter 4, Planning the Action Research Study. Click on Play to view this week's learning module.
Welcome to Module 3.
And follow the link for this week's discussion. So this week we'll talk about avoiding plagiarism. Read the introduction and then follow the following links. Paraphrase, write it in your own words, and paraphrasing exercise. Both are found on Purdue OWL. You'll also share your research focus with your class and any questions or concerns you may have at this point. You'd be surprised at how many of you have the same questions and concerns and how comforting it is to know that you're not alone. You'll consider the following: your personal progress working with your group and the research direction you're taking, your role as a researcher, concerns regarding the doability of your topic, and anything you have questions or concerns about. Remember to post your initial response by Thursday and respond to 2 peers by Sunday. This week there are no formal written assignments, but you should be working with your group to design your Chapter 2, which is your literature review. Each of you will write 3 to 6 pages. So by now you should have collaborated with your group members and decided which sections each of you will take and be responsible for. Each of you will write 3 to 6 pages on your separate topics. Remember, they will go together to form your Chapter 2. So these sections are due to your peer partner next week on Thursday, and it will be your job to work with your peer partner, who will be from a different research group. You will read your peer partner's submission and provide them with feedback. This is week 3, which means there are live virtual office hours. This week they will be on Wednesday, the 23rd, from 6:30 to 7:30. Live virtual office hours are optional, but if you choose to join us in the Collaborate classroom, topics that will be addressed are the research roles, check-in and questions regarding literature review, and obtaining informed consent. And just a reminder, if you're going to join us, that you will want to follow the Collaborate link by clicking on Collaborate, and then you'll click Join Room. So that is the overview for week 3. As always, email, text, or call with any questions.